Another benefit of AMSWin is its ability to manage dealers. Each time you sign a new dealer, or each time you do business with an existing dealer, you're going to want to add them to your dealer database. Let's add a new dealer today. Click on the Dealer menu, click Add New Dealer. The dealer information box will display. The first thing you'll notice is the dealer ZO number box. Enter your dealer's ZO number in this box. Next, you'll see company name. If the dealer goes by a company name or a DBA, then enter that here. Otherwise, move to the next field. We are going to create a dealer named Jonathan Cartwright. Enter personal contact information. We'll give this dealer an email address of jcartwright@emailaddress.com. Next, add a telephone number or multiple telephone numbers, and then move to the next section. The special information block contains several fields that are helpful when reporting. For example, the status field contains up to 6 alphanumeric characters. Alphanumeric means it can be either letters or numbers. Each character represents a category or grouping of dealers. When printing reports, you'll have the ability to specify a specific category. So for instance, if I make this dealer part of status code A, then anytime I print reports and specify status code A, this dealer will be included. If I do not specify status code A, but rather status code B, this dealer will not be included. Now, I can put both A and B status codes on this dealer. Therefore, both of the aforementioned examples would include this dealer. Next, you have the tax rate if different field. This field is designed to hold a tax rate to charge for this dealer if the standard tax rate that's been entered in your program maintenance options is not the tax rate to use. Typically, you'll leave this blank, but in some cases, it makes sense to put a specific tax rate for a dealer. Next, the tax ID number. If you're going to sell tax exempt, you're going to want to record the tax ID number in this field. Sponsor name is a helpful piece of information. It is not required, but I do encourage you to take advantage of this. Birthday 1 and birthday 2, as well as anniversary, are fields that can help you when you're printing reports, printing mailing labels, or of course sending birthday cards. We'll talk a little more about how to use these dates in a moment. The last transaction field contains the date of the last transaction, meaning the date of the last order that you created in AMSWin. You can edit this field and type in a date manually. However, after each transaction you create, the current date will automatically be inserted into this field for that dealer. And then finally, a follow-up date. If you take advantage of this field, you will be able to print monthly or weekly follow-up reports to make sure that you're keeping up with your dealers. For example, for this dealer, we're going to say that we're going to follow up with this dealer on March 13th, 2004. Next, you'll find a large text block that can be used to store practically anything you want to know about a dealer. For example, many people use this text block to record the make and model of the vehicles that this dealer owns. You can also record information about other family members. The previous button and the next button can be used to navigate between this and other dealers. At this time, we only have this one dealer in our database, so we'll show you previous and next at a later date. When you're finished entering information, click the Apply button to save it. At any point, you can edit a field and then resave by clicking Apply, or if you believe that your edit was a mistake, you can click Restore to return to the previous value. For this dealer, I'm going to go back in and add a birth date. We're going to say February the 15th, and I don't know the year that he was born, so I'm just going to put 1000 as the year. And then I'll apply my changes. If I wish to delete this dealer, I can simply click the Delete button, and you'll notice a red Delete message come up on the screen. Now, at any point while Delete is showing on the screen, I can click Restore to effectively undelete it. However, if I truly do wish to delete this record, after pressing Delete the first time, I can then permanently remove the record by either clicking the Next or Previous buttons or clicking Delete again. If I click Delete again, it will ask me, are you sure you want to delete this record? And when I click OK, it will be permanently removed from my dealer database. Next, let's look up a dealer. Go to the Dealers menu and choose Query Update Transaction, and then Look Up by Name. The only dealer in our database is Jonathan Cartwright. So I'll type the first few letters of his last name and hit Enter. You'll notice it takes me directly to Jonathan Cartwright. Now I can also click the Add button to add a new dealer from this location. Let's do that. I'll give him a ZO number. This dealer will be Beth Bronson. I will not include an address, but I will put a phone number in. I'll add a birth date of May the 15th and an anniversary of January the 13th. I'll also put a follow-up date in of March the 30th, 2004. I'll apply my changes, and now I have 2 dealers in the database. If I'd rather not look up by name, I can also look up a dealer by ZO number by clicking Dealers, Query Update Transaction, Look Up by ZO number.